Universal Veteran here again with another video, and today we are working on flesh tearers. I'm still getting set up, but I wanted to get this opened and ready to go. So, yeah, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm still getting all the paint and whatnot. I got the head and the weapon and sub-assembly, and I'm just going to go ahead tonight and paint, yeah, paint the body as it is. Let me zoom in a little bit. That should be good. Okay, let's see. What colors do we need? We need Abaddon Black. Just grab everything out, to be honest. No, we don't need that. We need that. Word Bear's red. No. Flesh, no. I'm not going to use the Avarian Sunset this time. Gold, just a little bit. We might do a little bit of the Wazdaka red, just because. We might use that too. Blood for the Blood God, of course. The brown bits. No. Ball red. Eagle Sun Scarlet. Yeah, we're going to use that one instead. Where the fuck is the other colors? Oh, there it is. Corn red. And I think that's it for now. I think. No, where's the Reichland Flesh Shade at? Gilliman's Flesh. Where the fuck is it at? Brown. That's Agrit's Earth Shade. Oh yeah, we need the orange too. Give me a moment as I get set up. I can't fucking find this color. That's Crimson, Flesh, Poxwalker, Lupus Pink, Flesh Tearers, Agates, Earth Shade will go right there, Skeleton Horde. Bruh, where the fuck is this color at? There we go. Reichland Flesh Shades right there. Alright. Damn. Okay. Let's get this party started. Brushes out. Water's right there. Headlamp needs to be on. Turn that on right now. Okay, so we are going to start off by applying corn red over the base of the armor bits for this guy. Oh, fuck, that's hard. From there, after I apply the corn red, I move into the black. Have it on black to get all the, so like the Abaddon Black I got with the weapon for the most part, as you can see, that the Hellblaster, but I still have to paint a little bit of him. I got the helmet, but I didn't get the backpack at all, so we're gonna have to paint that up as well. So those two right there, and then from there it's the Reichland Flesh Shade. I'm going to apply that generously over everything, and then from there it's literally just applying all the highlights and whatnot. But we're just going to get started with this. Let's see what brush we want to use. I'm going to go with that one for the base colors. All right. Here we go. So let's see how well you guys can see this. Think I need to be closer? Maybe not. Actually, I need to change the batteries in this. Let's see. Negative. Negative. Oop. Negative. Negative. All right. There we go. Now we got some fucking brightness. I can barely see the miniature at all. Probably gonna have to go with at least two layers, maybe even 3. Depends on how well it decides to apply to the model itself. But we're gonna just work on one leg at a time. That's my plan for tonight. I've actually been working on Death Guard for the past, pretty much all last week. I was doing Death Guard, and I didn't do any of the flesh tears whatsoever. So I'm happy to actually get back to these guys, to get working on them again, because you can only work on the same type of unit for so long before you get sick of them, in a way. And I wouldn't necessarily say I'm sick of Death Guard, because that would suck, because I got 42 more to build and more paint. How's it going, Francis? But I definitely wanted to work on some flesh tears tonight. How was your day going, buddy? I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, I wanted to paint a flesh tear since Thursday, but I didn't bring one with me this last weekend, so I'm trying to make up for it by doing 2 in a row this week. Oh, wow. Talk about a big order. That Titan's going to be fucking, I don't know how big it is, but just from the word Titan alone, I feel like that's going to be quite the project to get working on. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's quite the project you have. Well, I mean, that's good, at least. I don't know how long it typically takes you to paint stuff, but with something that large, I mean, I feel like if I were to do something of that significant size, it'd probably take me at least 2 weeks worth of, consistent from building to painting. But maybe I'm underestimating the size, so it could take theoretically a lot longer. Hold up, this brush is fraying on me. You'll have to definitely show me when you're done what it looks like, man. I think that thing's gonna look absolutely stunning. Oh, yeah. Do you want to do a bunch of like conversions to it, or what's your idea for tackling them? I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to go about painting the tank that I have. I mean, I have an airbrush, but I wanted to try doing a tank without an airbrush, you know? So I feel like it's just going to have to be me sitting here painting one panel at a time. And I can imagine that's going to get pretty repetitive after the second time, you know, especially if I'm going to go over it with this color. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to do like any kit bashing with it or not, or if you're just going to build it straight out like it is. I mean, it probably looks good enough on its own to not really need anything else. I'm going to switch to a different brush. This one's irritating the hell out of me. Keeps them splitting down the middle. I don't know if this is, oh, okay. That makes sense. Do you know what color scheme you're going to go for? Do you think I need to actually zoom this in, the live stream? Or is it a perfect angle for armor cast model? And I ordered it. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad it gives you that much of an ability to customize it in the way that you want it before even touching the model, you know? Need to zoom in a foot. All right. Let me try. Too much. Oh. It wants to do all or nothing, you know? Let's see how that looks. Better? You think? Oh, okay. Yeah, that it kind of sucks with the phone because it doesn't like actually keep the previous settings that you used during the last live stream. So always have to continue to adjust it, unfortunately. But um, yeah, I'm gonna try and I need to improve on my highlighting with these guys a little bit. I need to figure out how to go about getting the perfect lines because I do a pretty good job, I feel like, as it is. But with these guys in particular, since they're just Space Marines, I want to get that absolute perfect line for them. So I feel like halfway through this live stream, I'm going to go about cleaning my brushes, at least the one that I'm going to use for the edge highlighting, and see if that makes any kind of significant difference. I actually might, speaking of that, I might go about trying like one panel with it and then cleaning it out with the alcohol and then seeing how much of a difference it changes the model. Is armor cast? What does that mean exactly? Is that like metal? Is that what it means by armor cast? I'm not quite familiar with that term, to be honest. Mm, yeah, even that Even that's unclear to me, man. I don't know what pre-forged world means exactly. Ugh. I mean, I can look it up. Um, yeah, in terms of like the hobby itself, I'm pretty ignorant about a lot of the background lore with the companies and whatnot. Um, like if you want to talk about 40K in general, then yeah, I feel like I'm fairly knowledgeable. But anything in regards to this, oh, okay. That makes sense. So what do you mean like pre-Forge World? So like pre before that company was actually made? Like GW actually made that sister company? Is that what you mean by that? These recesses are quite hard to get into, to be honest. Um, the only thing I don't like about this corn red, there's nothing like with the color particularly that's bad. It's when I was transferring all of this into the dropper bottles, especially this color, I made it way too fucking thin. There was a company called Armor Cast, and they had a game. Oh, okay. That makes sense. See, you learn something new every day. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. But I mean, I'm assuming their terrain is pretty good. Got to work with what they're good at, you know? When it comes down to, I think. Unless they were forced in that position, you know, by Games Workshop. Um, so how long will it take for your model to actually get here? Is it just a normal shipping with like USPS or FedEx or whatnot, where it just takes a few days? Or since it's kind of custom in a way, do you have to wait a little bit longer? All right. Are legit. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, that's nice. I know, like, I actually just got these in the mail too. Um, I got these from Etsy, but they're Flesh Terror decals, so I can actually officially fucking start marking my Marines now. I could actually finally do it. I have 7 of them that have no iconographies or anything on them. I just got them today, so it works out that I wanted to paint Flesh Terrors tonight. This guy, I got it from Etsy. It was like $10, and he makes them in the Philippines. So it only took about a week to get here, which is surprising because the other Etsy stuff that I've ordered like took a couple weeks to get here when it was shipped from overseas. I don't know what it is specifically about the Philippines and why it arrived so quickly, but there you go. I ain't complaining. Oh, okay. So it won't take that long then. Well, that's convenient. I'm glad that you're able to get it fast enough. I bet you're going to be fucking up to your waist and building. I don't know how much time you actually dedicate per day to actually doing painting or whatnot with you being retired, but still, if you want to do it properly, I feel like it's going to take a long time to get done. Yeah, I was gonna live stream earlier, but I had a lot to do. Um, I started. I figured that I would start moving stuff. Since I'm gonna be moving in the next couple months, I would get my house cleaned up a little bit for that to happen. So I just moved a bunch of stuff out to the curb and packed up some of the stuff I'm donating and whatnot. So I wasn't able to get on here right away. All right, there we go. You see that? The red's coming out nice. It applied on there perfectly too. Mm. Feels like I'm fucking splattering blood on this. I'm not going to worry about getting the color on the chest just because... Jesus Christ. It needs to be painted black anyway, so might as well just say screw it and just go over it all. I tried building these not in subassembly a couple times, and I could not get it to work at all. Like, I could not get this color, or like, it was so difficult to do Space Marines all put together in one, especially if you have like custom stuff. I don't know how people do it. So going forward in the future, I'm going to be building my guys all like this in pieces. I mean, if I was doing traditional Blood Angels, then I could have everything red, you know, and just like kind of put Mephiston red as a base primer on this. But since the shoulder pads, the helmet, and whatnot need to be black, it's quite the challenge to get it on there correctly. I tried taking this arm off as well, but I literally couldn't get it off at all. When I was putting it together, I used Tamiya quick cement, liquid cement. So that shit is cemented on there, like the name says. And I wasn't willing to break the arm or the weapon just to remove it, so I opted to just kind of base spray it in black with Abaddon Black and hope for the best. But overall, it's not that big a deal. It's just crazy to me that I haven't finished these Hellblasters, and I got them, over a month ago. But I feel like I've enjoyed every single one of these Flesh Terrors. It's made me get better at painting them exactly how I want them to come out. Like the last guy, I used a little bit too much of a yellow on the highlighting, so it came out a little too bright for my liking. So this time I'm just going to go straight just orange. I'm not going to add any extra layers to the highlight because I don't think it really needs it for these guys. I've seen a bunch of Instagram and Pinterest Flesh Terrors, Google image Flesh Terrors, and almost 90% of them only have one layer for their color. So yeah, that's what we're just going to go for. Oop, the crotch. Forgot about his crotch. Can't forget about his crotch, man. The hell. Me. All right. There's only really a few spots that need to be covered up a little bit. All right. Oh, there's another spot that I need to do. I didn't see that. So there we go. How's that look so far? The red's coming out really nice. The base colors really don't take that long, to be honest. I think we can move on to the black now. Get all the Abaddon black on this guy. I feel like with this, I'm going to have to go over him multiple times, I think it just kind of, I thinned this one to Abaddon Black down too much too, because it was really wanting to just clump up in the Citadel bottle when I was transferring it over. So I did a little bit of an extra squeeze. My bad. The only thing that's really difficult to paint with the black, since I have the backpack already glued to the guy, is getting the backpack looking nice, Well, let's see. What can we talk about? So I counted with the models that I have for Death Guard. I have 42 models in total. That includes the big and the small. Um, when it comes to Space Marines, I have built right now. I have I have two more Flesh Terrors based, and I have four jetpack guys that I need to base. I have four custodians left with that. So yeah, I'm gonna do two Death Guard this week and two Flesh Terrors, and then next week I will be working on the Dreadnought because I've put that together for a while now, but I haven't actually touched them. So that's gonna be like a just like the Hellbrute situation where it will take a little bit of time, maybe 4 or 5 episodes worth of painting before that's finished. And then from there, it's just really just going back and forth between Death Guard and Flesh Terrors. And then on occasion, I'll do a Custodian because I only have 4 of them left. Unless I decide to get more in the future, that's really what it's going to be like. But it's nice too because there's only a few units in my entire collection that are like copies of one another. I think the most I have is 3 of the same guys. So I can paint them all similar, but I can also change around the color of like the weapons and whatnot to give them that unique feel. So like one I could have like a green flame, another one I could have like a lava fucking red flame, the other one I could have like an eldritch blue, like ghostly, you know. I'm like, I've actually been thinking about like what would be the next, you know, army or whatnot that I would want to do, but there's just so many options, you know, just so many possibilities with the potential for painting. Like it's like every day that I listen to a new 40K book, it's like, ooh, I want to paint that now, you know, and then I lose interest the moment that I stop listening to that book. So like I've been listening to an orc book, you know, the story about Gazcool, you know. So it's like, man, fucking the orcs sound like so much fun to paint, you know. But then I stop listening to that and I move over to Titan Death and the Horus Heresy, and it's like, man, and now I want to do some fucking Reavers and some Knights. And then I'll go to fucking Space Wolves, and then it's like, oh, I want to fucking paint a Space Wolves now, you know. Or like I listened to about the fucking corn demons and Titan Death, and it's like, oh man, that would be great to paint. So I can't. I'm pretty indecisive about what exactly I want to do. Ooh, that's a hair. I don't know. When I officially get through all of my Death Guard, and I get through all of my Flesh Terrors, the vehicles, and all of that, and I've like have myself an entire army that I can be happy with, and I'm like, all right, I've done what I wanted to do for Flesh Terrors. Let's move on to something else. Then at that point, I'll probably decide. Um, it might be orcs. It might be another demon faction or Chaos Marines. I don't know. Maybe I'll even do another Space Marine Legion chapter or whatnot. The sky's the limit, really, when it comes to all of it. And I have all the room necessary to hold it all, too, so I don't have to worry about that running out of room in the future, which I'm grateful for. Since I have this rolling cart now, I have the potential for literally 10 different fucking armies worth of fucking space. Minus the vehicles. The vehicles are what would take up the big chunk of it, and that probably wouldn't fit. But when it comes to like individual guys, yeah, I got plenty of fucking room. for probably a couple years worth of painting. And that's even with my pace that I've been maintaining over the last couple months. Which I haven't actually, and that's the weird part too. I actually haven't really hit a wall in terms of my wanting or desire to paint. You know, I keep hearing about like, oh, don't burn yourself out, don't burn yourself out, you know, and it's like I can understand that with like playing video games, right? Like I can get stuck on one game that I really like, play the whole campaign, and then like, fuck, I don't want to play this anymore. Assassin's Creed's a perfect example. But like with this, I'm what, 50 something, 58 miniatures in at this point, 52, and it's like I've been maintaining this for since January like 5th at this point. So it's like I don't really have any desire to stop. Let's cross our fingers because I don't want to jinx myself. And then in like a month from now, I'm just like, man, I can't stand painting anymore. Fuck this shit. I hope it doesn't get to that point, you know, because I'm really enjoying this hobby, and I'm enjoying not putting my brain all into video games like I used to. And I don't know. It's actually something that I can visually see my progress on, and it's been quite enjoyable to, while I bitch and moan a lot and I complain about how I'm not that good painting, that's just me giving myself the motivation to continue, you know. If I didn't do that, then I would probably settle and say, oh, it's good enough, you know, and then only get halfway done. You know, I'm already starting to see that with like the Poxwalkers. Like, I'm like, oh, it's okay. I don't need to paint this perfectly. But if I start translating that to the Space Marines, you know, then we're going to have a fucking problem. Because I ain't spending $50 to not paint these bitches. Go. What are you doing? You're not staying down here.
I'm not.
Go upstairs.
I'm going up here.
Oh.
Okay, I was scared that you're going to yell at me and flip and go to sleep. I was like, scared for a moment. Because I told you and you didn't even respond.
Yeah.
I didn't know about
I don't know what I was saying. My son's currently on spring break right now, and I'm letting him stay up a little bit later, just because I know he doesn't get that opportunity much, with how strict I am normally with his sleep schedule. So, because I can't physically be there with him throughout the day, I would rather him sleep away half the day and have the energy, but I'm going to have to get him back into going to bed at a normal time starting around Wednesday or Thursday of this week. You got to make sure that he doesn't like think this is going to be a normal thing, you know, because we don't want to get him in that kind of habit where he thinks, oh, this is a normal thing that's happening, you know. I tried getting my son to be interested in this, but he's still young, so it's unlikely that he would develop any kind of interest in it, you know. I mean, I would enjoy it if he did, but hopefully one day. That way we can sit here and paint some Space Marines together. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it would just be a matter of maintaining his attention the whole time. And I don't know if he necessarily at this age has the attention span to really sit here and meticulously paint something. I feel like he would just slap some color on it and just call it a day. That's probably exactly what he would do. But I just wanted to, I want to have at least one hobby that me and him could do together that we enjoy. It's quite difficult to find the right thing for your kid, like doing things together. It's like I go kayaking or go fishing, and it's like he doesn't enjoy it 30 minutes into it. It's like unless we're actively catching fish consistently, constantly, it's like he has no business. He doesn't give a rat's ass about what's going on, and it's unfortunate because it's like I've had situations where we'll go kayaking and it's like midway he's like having a temper tantrum because he wants to go, and then the moment I start reeling in fish, it's like, oh, this is interesting now. Like, oh, well, great. Only when we're fucking catching fish. It is what it is. He's a kid. I don't expect him to be absolutely thrilled about spending time with me. I definitely wasn't with my mom when I was that age. I could care less about fucking having personal time with my mom. But I think that's more of a byproduct of I never really got that time anyway. So it was like having it or not having it really didn't make a difference to me because it wasn't what I normally would get. So I kind of grew into that mindset that, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I'm not going to actively seek for it. So that's why I'm trying to do things with him as much as I can, just so we get that bonding experience that he can kind of remember. But it's just frustrating when he's not really into it at all, like at all. It's like, what do you do? I gotta get a drink. Give me a second, guys. I drank a gallon of water today, and my mouth is so fucking dry. I feel like I could drink another fucking gallon. Diabetes here. Diabetes. Okay. What was I doing? What was I painting? I was painting the gun. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. What else? It's so hard to come up with things to talk about because it's like I don't really have anything that's really interesting in my life going on. Just go to work, come home, fucking relax, take care of your shit, and head to bed, just rinse and repeat. I mean, I can imagine you understand, Francis, because it's like you're retired now, so you had your entire working life worth of rinse and repeating, And it's like I'm in the beginning stages of that at the moment. Well, okay, I wouldn't say necessarily the beginning stages, but I mean, I'm only 10 years in. I still got another 30 to go. I mean, maybe it gets easier when the kids are out of the house, I feel like I know for sure that I'm going to be that parent that's just like, oh my God, I'm going to be a little emotional when he leaves the den, the household, when he goes to college or whatever he decides to do. But on the other hand, I feel like I'm going to be relieved, like, yes, finally, it's all mine again. But at the same time, it's like I've gotten so used to his presence, it would feel weird not having it, But it's bound to happen. I mean, he turns 10 this year. Fucking crazy. I can't believe it's already been 10 years. I only have 8 left. I literally have less time now with him than, like, than I've already had with him, And it's like, what the fuck? How does time go by that fucking quickly? I mean, that's just one thing I'm actually grateful for, because I'm glad that I kind of started working out and going to the gym. Because if I didn't do that, I mean, I probably would have spent the next 8 years as a fat guy not doing anything with my life. And then I would have regretted like all of the missed time that I could have spent with him doing things outside. And it sounds fucked up, but it's like I took my girlfriend to really make me realize what's important and to find things that make me happy and to kind of cherish this moment a little bit more instead of just going on with the daily basis of the grind, at work. I mean, I still doubt every once in a while and wonder if I'm doing things correctly. I think every human being throughout history, throughout their life, has similar questions, if they're doing things right or if they've done their best and could I've done better and whatnot. But I'm just glad that I recognized that now instead of regretting it in 20 years, because at one point it was so bad with my weight that like I couldn't even fucking go to the gym, or I couldn't even go and walk with my son. Like I couldn't even fucking go a quarter of a mile down the road on a trail because I literally I would get like these pains in my ankle to such an extent that I was physically unable to match pace with him. And it was like, I don't know how the fuck I was going to live like that, and it's like I continued. Thankfully I never got to 300 pounds, but fuck, it was close. For a while there I was like literally within the doorstep of 300 pounds. And I'm just so glad that I've changed now versus when he was out of school, when I could regret and whatnot. I didn't mean to turn this into a sentimental fucking stream at all. I really didn't. I'm just talking because I don't know what else to talk about. And I know it's probably not a good thing to open yourself up on YouTube for strangers to see. But I don't know. I've always been like this. I've always been open about myself and not really necessarily afraid of criticism from the internet. Just as long as I'm not harassed or whatnot, then that's all I care about. But I don't know. I think I did good in terms of finding a good hobby. I did good. But I try to keep this a little bit closer to you so you can actually see the model as I'm painting it. I'm getting pretty close now to being done with the base coats, base colors. Come on, me. Tell me. Let's paint this fucking belt of his. Oh, fuck. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go over that. I did not mean for that to happen. Or that. Shit. God damn it. I don't know. What can we talk about? Let me think of a fucking topic that we can discuss we're doing 40K, so let's do fucking talk about 40K. So, what have I been listening to? I think I told you earlier that I've been listening to Gaz Cool's fucking origin story book. I forgot what it's, the Great Daka or something. And then I've also been listening to Titan Death from the Horus Heresy. That's been okay. The novel's not the greatest. I'm at the like 3 hours left into it. I love how they've like introduced the princeps and everything for the different legios and the demi-legios and whatnot for the Horus Heresy, and like trying to imagine the scale of 80 or 90 war machines, or the Mechanicus fighting in orbit on like a massive fucking space dock, like surrounding a gas giant, and like imagining that is cool as shit, but overall, like the whole narration before with Titan Death, like the whole plot line with the I'm fucking tongue tied. I can't even think of their names right now. With fuck, what is their Legio Volpa? No, that's the one that they're going up against. I don't know, the whole dynamic between the female princeps and the Great Mother and whatnot is kind of cool in a way, but it's not the greatest. In all honesty, I mean, it's really gotten better as Sanguinius has entered the system, and I can't even think of the fucking name of the system, but I don't know. I just got to the part where Legio Volpa, the main princeps of Warlord Titan, he was just fucking turning into a corn demon machine. So in that aspect, it was cool with the whole ritual and whatnot associated with it. But outside of that, the book's been kind of meh. I know it leads up to the Siege of Terror, and I've already listened to all the Siege of Terror books. But I think it was kind of mid in terms of its narration. Wait, what am I doing? Ooh, shit. And then what else have I have let me look it up right now real quick. I actually want to do that. So I can tell you what I've been listening to. Okay, well, give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Unfinished. So Titan Death, book 53. I have 3 hours and 49 minutes of that. What else have I listened to? The Dark City. That's a fucking love it. That's a really fucking good novel. You also have Gods of Mars. That was that's really good. I'm on the 3rd book right now. I haven't started it yet, just because I'm saving. I'm going from the least length all the way up to the largest length in the novels that I have. Stormcaller. I've been listening to that, but it's kind of a little slow. The Talons of Horus, Black Legion. I got 5 hours of that, but I really don't like the narration with the Thousand Suns, to be honest. It's kind of mid, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't gotten to the part where Abaddon has really entered the fray of this, with him competing against the other war bands and the Ayaterra and whatnot. I haven't gotten to that aspect, so I'm hoping over the next 5 hours the book will get a little bit better. And then I have Katachan Devil. I haven't started that yet. Silent Hunters, about the Carcharodons. I'm not that far into it, to be honest. It is what it is. And then I got the Vaults of Terra, the Hollow Mountain. I got 8 hours of that left to listen to. That's been pretty good so far. I've already marked as finished. Add to. And then yeah, that's about it that I've been listening to so far. But yeah. All right, guys. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go over this one more time before I apply the Reichland Flash Shade. All right. Let's see. Okay, yep, that's not going to work. Sorry, I tried listening to Audible at the same time, but nope, that ain't going to work at all. Let's go back to basic music. So I'm pretty close to being done on the base colors for this. I only have a few more spots left to add, and that's what I'm doing right now. Before I put any of the shading on, I'm trying to get all of the red bits finished and all of the other colors that I might have gone over and whatnot. And these grills right there underneath that foot. Oh, yep, that was what I was looking for. That red spot. No kitties. All right. Here we go. Clean off that brush properly. Okay. Here we go. Reichland Flash Shade. I'm going to give it a minute before I go ahead and do it. I'm just going to do an overall wash over all of it. You got to really darken it up or darken it down. So from here, I pretty much just go over the entire model with the Reichland Flash Shade. I do just a general wash over his entire body with it. I found this to be the best method when it comes to actually getting the right darkening of the red that for the Flesh Terrors. They have Flesh Terrors contrast at GW, but I don't like how that looks. So out of all of this, the best method has just been corn red with Reichland Flashade over all of it. And then it really brings out the darkness of the Flesh Terrors. Alright, now we just gotta sit here and wait. And then from here, I do... I forgot to grab it. Do Null Oil into the deeper recesses. I'm going to try and get this done tonight, but I can't guarantee anything. From here, once I'm done, I can actually attach the heads and then the weapon too. But I'm going to do the edge highlighting of the armor bits before I do that. I just got to let this dry, so give me a minute as this dries up before I continue working on it more. So, yeah, just give me a minute. I can't really touch the miniature until he's done. Ooh, god damn, that was cold. Wow, it looks fucking great. I love how this comes out. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a perfect shade of fucking dark red. Oh, that's so fucking pretty. I'm sorry. I'm having a little mini orgasm here. I like how it looks. Alright, time to add the Nuln oil to even darken it up a little bit deeper. Especially in the recesses, man. Thankfully, this is pretty easy. It's just a matter of adding it into all the deeper spots. I didn't actually do this in the last guy, but I realized that I could do it. So I'm going to try it out this time and see what happens and how I like it. All right. Yep, that was definitely a good choice. Good choice on my part. Hmm. Yep, that's good. All right, the fun part. Time to edge highlight. Let's get the best brush that I have for this. Hmm. I guess we can try this one and see how it comes out. I don't know how that's going to come out, but I'm going to try my best. I've never used this brush before, but it's a big bitch. So we're going to see how well it actually comes out and for the edge highlighting aspect. If it doesn't work, then I'll find something else. Okay, here we go. I don't know how well you can see this. How's that look? You see that? Maybe not. God damn. Kind of. Do the best I can. All right. Oops, that's a little too much. Goddamn, I feel like I'm a fucking surgeon. Oh, my fucking hand. All right. Oh, my fucking hand. Okay. Ooh, my wrist. Well, compared to the first time that I ever edge highlighted, this is a lot fucking better. Damn it. Come on. Yeah, bitch. Fuck you. I got you. Mom, fucking bitch. Fucking cursing at my miniature. Whew, guys. All right. No. Get down. We're getting there. Edge highlighting this bitch. Okay, goddamn, this is hard. This is very hard because I am doing everything that I can to be absolutely fucking perfect with these edge highlights. I'm implementing all of my surgeon's fucking steadiness, not literally, but you know what I mean. To be as steady as I physically fucking can. Damn it, that was too fucking big. Fuck. Damn it. Oh my god. This fucking stuff. I'm pretty much doing all the edge highlighting right now. Well, I kind of just fucked that up. Ah! No! Damn it. There you go. That's what it looks like right now. I don't know if you can see this. Get a little bit closer. Come on, phone. All right. I think I'm done with that for now. Time to move to the gray. All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this guy tonight, to be honest. No, I've never painted any Fantasy Warhammer, Thomason. Just 40K. Sorry, I didn't see your message a minute ago. I'm trying to get all the fucking edge highlighting done on this guy. So it's taking up a lot of my time. Try to get all the black parts colored in properly. But I only have Warhammer 40K, to be honest. I don't have anything else. You, something in his eyes. You. Oh, new gum. I haven't actually looked into them, to be honest. I haven't really looked into anything with the. I don't know really any of the lore for Age of Sigmar and all that. That's something I'm trying to learn a little bit more of, but it's about as heavy as 40K is, so it's definitely one of those things where it's a process to learn it all. I've just been focusing on the Skaven right now. That's what kind of interests me the most with that. So if I were to ever like make a fantasy, it would probably be the Skaven. All right, so I don't know if you can see this at all, but come on, zoom in. There you go. Now we need to get the head on. So give me a minute as I glue his bitch ass to his head. Now I just need to get on his shoulder, his Hellblaster. Just might take a minute. Give me a second here. Oh, fuck. I gotta hold them together. Holy fuck. That's a lot of money, man. I live in Iowa and I pay $700 a month for a 3-bedroom house with a garage and backyard. That's quite the difference. I mean, you'd probably pay like $5,000-6,000 for what I get. So this guy is a little funky. His weapon's like facing in a weird way. Um, I ran out of bits to add him to stuff, so I just said, fuck it, we're just going to do this. So, yeah. It's almost like he's fucking running and gunning, you know? Like, he's like running forward but looking to the side, shooting some fucking aliens or whatnot, or some Tyranids. I don't know if I should really start painting this. I feel like I should let this sit and wait before I actually get to it. And just finish it tomorrow. Well, I did have extra bits, but when I was building them, I was at work, so I didn't bring anything. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna add what I can, and then just go from there. So yeah, he'll be the goofy one out of the group. It's all right. Oh, but this is definitely not done. I have to wait for all this to dry, which I'm not willing to touch right now just because it's going to be a while before it's dry. I'm going to finish them all tomorrow. Just because, yeah, it's going to take too long for that, and I got to be off in the next 10 minutes anyway, so I figured I would just end it here. I'm going to finish this guy tomorrow, and then I have another flesh tear that I need to work on. I'm going to do this guy with this weapon. So, big old hail blaster again. Painted the flames on the models. I do the coils, so I paint the coils, and I get the plasma looking nice. But I've never actually added like any kind of flames to the weapon itself with like a paper clip and then resin or whatnot you would use. I've never actually done that with a model yet. But yeah, so I'm going to finish this tomorrow, and then we're going to work on this guy. So we're going to do 2 flesh tears in a row, which should be pretty fun. And then if I don't finish this one tomorrow night, then I'll finish it Wednesday. Because Wednesday, we're going to go back to Death Guard. Wednesday and Thursday, I got 2 Death Guard to work on. And then on the weekend, while I'm at my girlfriend's, I'm going to work on 3 Poxwalkers. So I'm going to make them look pretty nice and cool. So overall, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 models done this week. Only because the Poxwalkers take forever. Or, well, they're pretty quick, I mean to say. And then next week, it will be the Dreadnought. Ooh, I can't wait for the Dreadnought. I'm going to spend probably 4 days getting this bad boy done. I've already done the base. The base looks nice and pretty right now, but I got to get the rest of it done. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait to do it. But I'm going to put all these guys back. Take some photos with this after this, but I'm going to get off. I appreciate you and whoever came to join today. I'll catch you in the next one, Thomas, if you're there. But have a good rest of your night. And I'll talk to you later.